What's up guys, in today's video I'll be showing you the top 10 must-have units in this update 11. I made sure that everyone in this list are all obtainable, and please hit that like button and subscribe since I put my sweat and tears with these kind of videos for you guys. And if you do disagree or agree with some of the units I've included in this list, do comment them down below on why you agree or disagree with the units I have chosen. With that being said, let's go! Yeah! Pog! Okay, let's go. The first unit I'm gonna be mentioning is Shishu Flickr. As I have previously mentioned, Shishu Flickr is a secret limited unit alongside his massive damage with Shisui stats at max level and max upgrade is 145,399 damage with his ability cooldown at 7.6 seconds, making his damage per second at 19,131.44. Shisui Flickr can be placed down 3 times, and do keep in mind that he is a secret unit, so have at least more than one will be quite valuable for trading in the future. And Shisui Flickr power type is physical. Yippee! Moving on to the next unit that is a must-have in this update 11 is Melodies Assault. Melodies Assault is one of the best and strongest ground unit you can have in this update. Especially Melodies is a multi-hit at max upgrade, which is essential against shield opponents. With Melodies Assault stats at max level and max upgrade at 216,171.06 damage with his SPA at 9 seconds, making his damage per second at 22,107.9. Do not forget that Melodies Assault has a 50% crit built into the unit, which there will be times where he will be doing twice the damage, and having the nail relic on Melodies will be the most overpowered unit. And you can place down 3 Melodies Assault, and Melodies costs 84,800 yen to max upgrade. The next unit that is a must-have in this update 11 is Poochie Heaven. Poochie Heaven is definitely a must-have, especially in this new legend stages, as it will fasten the time for completion. Since there is no relics for this new legend stages that they have added in this update 11, and Poochie's Heaven stats at max upgrade and max level is 49,064 damage with his ability cooldown at 3.4 seconds, making his damage per second at 14,430.58, which is the best DPS unit, especially you can place 3 Poochies down. This unit can be both used as a support or as a damage dealer, especially he have this ability at upgrade 9 called Time Acceleration, and when activated, his ability cooldown and his allies ability cooldown will be lowered by 50%, and this will last for a whole 30 seconds. Sheesh! And Poochie's Heaven's power type is magic. Magic, yeah! Moving on to the next units that is a must-have in this update 11 is Lord Boron and Sasuke Storm. If you're a collector, then having Boros will be one for you. Especially he is a limited secret unit that you can only get from the alien secret portal, which is dropped from the normal alien spaceship portals. And if you're in need of a good DPS unit and hybrid at max upgrade, then I suggest owning Lord Boron. Boros will be able to hit both ground and air opponents at upgrade 8, making him a strong unit, especially on how much air and ground opponents you'll see later in your map. Depends on what match we are doing. Boros stats at max upgrade and max level is 171,226 damage with his ability cooldown at 7 seconds, making his damage per second at 24,460.85. And you can place 3 Lord Boron, and Lord Boron's power type is magic type. A better alternative unit you can use in this update 11 is Sasuke Storm. Sasuke Storm has a broken DPS and a better version of Lord Boron, and he will be able to hit both ground and air opponents at current upgrade, especially he will be able to stun enemies as well. Sasuke's stats at max level and max upgrade is 121,230 damage with his ability cooldown at 7.5 seconds, making his damage per second at 19,131.44. At upgrade 8, he will be able to stun enemies and hit both ground and air opponents. Sasuke's Storm power type is magic and lightning. The next unit that is a must-have in this update 11 is Eisen Final. Eisen is one of the best shield breaker unit, a hybrid unit in later upgrades with broken damage and a multi-hit, which will be essential to have against shield opponents. Eisen Final stats at max upgrade and max level is 249,567 damage with his ability cooldown at 15 seconds, making his damage per second at 16,637.8, which is one of the best damage per second unit out there in this update 11. When you get Eisen Final at upgrade 9, You'll be able to attack both ground and air opponents, which as you progress on your map, you'll be encountering a lot more flying opponents, which Eisen will be able to help with that. Eisen Final also have a manual ability called Kansen Seimin, my bad. Once activated, the opponents will be pushed back and shielding your base. You'll definitely want him to be unique, since he will be useful in leaderboard runs. Moving on to the next unit that is a must-have is Metal Knight. If you're in need of an overpowered heal unit, broken heal unit, with Metal Knight being one of the best shield breaker heal unit, then having Metal Knight Arsenal is the one for you. Metal Knight Arsenal stats on max upgrade and max level is 129,881 damage with his ability cooldown at 6.1 seconds, making his damage per second at 21,291.96. Metal Knight is a multi-hit which is essential to have against shield opponents, and the placement of Metal Knight is too. Metal Knight will be needing takedowns to be able to spawn his drones, especially his summoner unit will do half of Metal Knight's damage, and having a unique trait on Metal Knight will be insanely broken. And Metal Knight Arsenal's power type is magic. Whoa. The next unit that is a must-have is Itachi Susanoo. I definitely recommend getting Itachi, especially he has the most broken damage per second and highest burning damage in this update 11. Itachi Susanoo's stats on max level and max upgrade is 71,200 damage with his ability cooldown at 6.1 seconds, making his damage per second at 11,672.13. with his burning doing 100% of his damage. So his stats with burning is 142,400 damage with his DPS at 23,334.26. Itachi have two power types, magic and fire, and Itachi will do 2 times the damage against Ai's opponents. Having the Mangekyo Eye Relic is also essential to have for Itachi Susanoo. Yippee! Moving on to the next unit that is a must-have is Aki and Ichi Final. So the first unit we are going to be going over is Aki Contract. Aki Contract is the best boss killer with his crit and low SPA, along with his nail relic equip, having more crit increasing his chances to do double the damage. Aki has 2 manual ability, the first one being Cursed Devil form, which his default form, and Aki have a special ability called Curse Stack. It procs whenever Aki do critical damage, and if he procs it 4 times, they will take 200% more damage as a true damage. This is especially good against opponents that have resistance, which you commonly see in the difficult maps and portals. The second form does not do anything other than big AoE and burst type, which is typically good against larger waves. Aki Contract is also a boss killer, especially if you have a nail relic equipped on him that will make Aki insanely overpowered. Especially his stats at max level and max upgrade is 115,050.81 damage with his ability cooldown at 9 seconds, making his damage per second at 12,783.42. Aki Contract have 2 power types, the first one being physical and the second one being dark. An alternative unit you can go for is Ichi Final. Ichi Final can definitely carry you in the new legend stage. Ichi Final that upgraded will gain an ability called Moonless Sky, and when you activate this ability, Ichi Final will have 10 times more damage, although do be worried on how you use Moonless Sky, as Ichi Final will disappear, causing you to place another Ichi Final down to upgrade to max. Ichi Final stats at max level and max upgrade is 45,099.62 damage with Ichi Final ability cooldown at 6.5 seconds, making his damage per second at 6,138.45. Ichi Final at upgrade 6 will be able to hit both ground and air opponents, making him a hybrid unit. The next unit is an honorable mention. The unit that is a must-have in this update 11 is Ice Queen. You definitely need to have this unit, especially Ease Death is being used on this new tournament with the magic units being nerfed on this week tournament. Ice Queen stats at max upgrade and max level sits at 200,418.52 damage with her ability cooldown at 20 seconds, making her damage per second sits at 10,020.93. And Ice Queen can freeze ground opponents at upgrade 8 for 2 seconds with her full AoE, which is why she is quite useful in this brand new tournament. Yeah! Finally, the last unit I'm gonna be mentioning is Greed Hunt. Ban is the second best unit added into this update in my opinion, especially he has an ability called Fox Hunt that will make him overpower unit in late game and does bleeding, which will be good against regen enemies. Greed Hunt's stats at max level and max upgrade is 66,269.27 damage with his SPA at 7 seconds, making his damage per second at 9,467.04. At upgrade 6, he will gain an ability called Fox Hunt. Bans each attack increases his damage by 3% up to 33% for 90 seconds, with Greed's bleeding damage does 30% of his damage. Greed's hunts may not be the best bleeding unit, but with his Fox Hunt ability makes him one of the best units out there. So that is all of the top 10 must-have units in this update 11. If you guys do disagree or agree with some of the units I have mentioned in this video, do let me know in the comments on what do you guys think of my top 10 list, and I want to know what you guys top 10 listens. Why not? You know, we're sharing, yeah. And make sure to colossal smash that like button, subscribe, and make sure to drink water and have your back straight. Yeah, let's go. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys are liking the brand new update, because I am, because I got to myself a unique Melodies. So I'm doing awesome, bro. I'm doing great. Okay, bye bye now guys. Bye bye. See you later.